Once upon a time, there was a famous professional baseball player who was seriously injured during a regular season game. It just so happened the game was near an HSHS facility. Local fans, and sports enthusiasts, were devastated that the injury could cost the player the season, and were hopeful it wasn't a career-ending injury. The team's trainers stabilized the injury, loaded him in an ambulance, and rushed him to the local hospital. In this video, and throughout your course of employment here at HSHS, you'll learn specific terms such as HIPAA, the Healthcare Information Privacy and Accountability Act, information security, patient privacy, and confidentiality. Back to our story. When the famous baseball player arrives at the HSHS hospital, colleagues, Sally, Buster, and Mona are caring for other patients in the emergency room, and not assigned to the player's patient care team. Since the beginning of the baseball season, all three colleagues have been keeping track of the baseball team's scores, and have even attended a few games on their days off. Like the fans at the stadium, Sally, Buster, and Mona were worried about the condition of the player, and the possible impact the injury may have upon their fantasy league baseball team. When the three colleagues go on break, they decide to sneak off to another part of the hospital, and sign in to look at the player's electronic health record and treatment plan. When they see the patient has a torn ACL, they deduct his ability to play will be over for the year. Before logging off the computer, they send out a few text messages to fellow fantasy team participants regarding the player's injury and status, and then log into an online betting site to update the bets they had made on the game. They had to work quickly to get all of the information updated and communicated out before their break was over. What the colleagues failed to remember from their first day orientation training was that Information and Technology Services is ever vigilant about monitoring all HSHS systems to ensure system security, patient privacy, and confidentiality is maintained. As a result of the colleagues' actions, a report is sent from ITS to the HSHS Security Officer, the Vice President of System Responsibility and People Services. The next day, Sally, Buster, and Mona are called to the People Services office for a meeting. The moral of the story is be sure to follow all of the HSHS information security, patient privacy, confidentiality, and HIPAA guidelines at all times. Wait. While that might be the end of the story with Sally, Buster, and Mona, it's not the end of what you need to know about information security, patient privacy, or confidentiality. See, there are some important key points for you to remember as you begin your HSHS journey. The first point is to remember to always lock your computer screen using the Windows key and the L key every single time you walk away from the computer. Number 2, wear your ID badge at all times. Number 3, never share your login information or passwords with anyone. Number 4, do not open any files or click any links from an unknown sender, or that may look suspicious or untrustworthy. And number 5, report all security incidents immediately. Later this week, you'll receive an in-depth course on information security, patient privacy, and confidentiality. At the end of the course, you'll be able to describe the steps necessary to keep your computer and mobile device secure, list the requirements for keeping information secure and protected, explain the components of a proper HSHS password, list the people with whom you should report a security incident, and explain the steps you should take if you suspect an email to be a phishing email. Thank you, in advance, for upholding our mission, vision, and values through your ongoing attention to patient privacy, confidentiality, and information security. Blessings and best wishes as you begin your career at HSHS.